For 100 million, would you kiss a guy on camera?
100 million, you know. Am I looking at the cash?
But then also, is this
Naturally.
after tax, before tax?
100
These are
million is
questions
100 million. I don't care if it's before or after.
Crazy. Lately I feel like escaping.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jay Ryan, and I got my British boys in the building. I want to give it up for my boy Manny UK. What's going on, Manny?
What's up? What's up? How are you?
I'm so good. I'm going to try to use my English accent as many times as I can for this episode.
Which should be good because you've been in London a lot. Well, in England a lot.
I feel like I try to switch up accents like wherever I go, but it's never really the accent for the place. And people just, it's all bad. Give it up for my boy DJ in the building as well. What up, DJ?
Yes, sir.
British DJ.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. I appreciate you guys. You just flew back in.
Yes, I've been away in Europe for 5 weeks and now just come back. So feeling very jet lagged. But also good to be back. I was ready to come home.
Do you be come? He says, "Come home to America." I love that.
Yeah, I say that, but yeah.
Come home.
What when you go back to the UK, are you visiting family? Like, what's the deal?
Yeah, I'm doing everything. It's a bit of work, visiting family, trying to have a little bit of a holiday as well. I think summer in Europe is still undefeated when it comes to like things to do. Like there's like wireless festival. There's so many things.
Did you go to wireless?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I had to.
I haven't been wireless in so long.
And it was good. I mean, it was a whole Drake takeover.
Yeah, I heard somebody got stabbed.
Yeah, I heard that too. The thing is, they have these festivals, and it's like in the most kind of
ghetto areas.
Really ghetto.
We actually talked about
Finsbury
wireless.
Park, isn't it?
Yeah.
We talked about wireless in my last episode, and I talked about how it was in a ghetto area.
Yeah.
But then also they have all the stadiums there, like in Tottenham, which is like,
that's how it is here. If you look at where our
the stadium,
Inglewood, we got three stadiums right in the heart of the hood that they're trying to build up and make gentrified and charge a lot on rent over there now.
But yeah, I did a lot. I went to see Beyonce touring there. I saw
she was there. I saw
everyone
Beyonce
was there
in London the Renaissance tour. I went to London. Yes.
Just perfect. I'm thinking, do I go Vegas this weekend?
You know what? I was actually thinking that too. Look, let me know. Don't threaten me with a good time. It's funny because whenever the Beyonce girls, and I say girls, it's like the gays that follow Beyonce from city to city, I do be thinking to myself, like, how are you watching her that many times? Like, you know what I'm saying? I have one friend, he has been to at least 5 to 6 of this tour alone. And I'm like,
wow.
Yeah, but what's the seats saying?
I feel like, so he did say that he was like, some of them he'll get like the cheaper seats. He was like, and then for the certain specific arenas, he wants to be. When I saw, I was pretty much on the stage.
Well, that's it. Yeah. Same. Like,
I saw you. Right. We were at the same one.
If we ain't Club Hoedown.
We were on the stage.
In the pit. I don't really want it.
I won't pay for concert tickets. Like, I got any concert I go to is always free. I feel like I worked so hard at this industry early on that it's like I got a lot of favors to pull. So I'll be pulling those strings. Do you pay for your concert tickets? Because I feel like you're deep in this industry too.
I don't pay for my concert tickets. However, there is, for the Renaissance, I've probably seen, Cowboy Carter, I've seen it 4 times now. 3 times in LA, once in London. I did pay twice. Okay. Which I was like, that would be the only one I'd pay for, but typically I don't pay for concerts.
Apparently the concerts in the UK are cheaper than here though.
Yeah, a lot cheaper.
That's why a lot of the girls flew to London last year for the Renaissance tour. A lot of the American flew there. And it was funny because when I go to the UK, especially in the gay scene, I don't see a lot of black guys when I go out like on their scene. It's like I never see black guys.
Lying.
You see black guys out there?
This is why you
no.
I just think you're going to
in the gay scene
places.
And I go out with your friend
Royston.
Yeah,
shout out to Royston.
Shout out to Royston. That's my girl.
But Royston's actually and Kylon, they've kind of curated like actual events for Black gay people in London.
He told me that, but what it is they don't do weeklies out there.
No.
Whereas, so it's like if I'm in town, I might have already missed the one that he's done.
Yeah.
So that specific week he had did one, but obviously it was like all the Americans though. And the few Londoners that came out, like they were loving it. They were like, oh shit, all the colors here. Okay. It was fun though, good times. And Roy said he was making his money. I sure did. I made that phone call like, girl, come get me. He was like, Jay Ryan, how many do you have with? I said, it's like 5 of us. He was like, I'll let you and 2 in. I was like,
Damn.
oh my God, good times. I saw that Ozzy Osbourne died yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Was that like a big legend for you guys growing up, or did you guys care or not? Like about him, not about his death.
Personally, I'd say no.
Yeah.
My TV time was quite limited,
Mhm.
and I guess that family wasn't such a major thing. For me growing up anyway, my childhood. But I'd say they probably had the first reality TV show.
They did. I used to watch it.
Yeah, that's specifically what I remember from the time.
Was the
because I
TV show?
He kind of set the trend when it came to that. But however, it's like there's been a lot of discourse I've seen online about, well, he was a racist, she was a racist, so kind of like his wife Sharon Osbourne was a racist. So I'm like,
Yeah,
You're like,
I don't know. It's like, I mean, rest in peace to that man. But it's not really.
It's crazy because I felt like I did watch the show back in the days, and the show was good. And I do feel like throughout the years, as we get older, we start to notice things and hear certain things that they say in media, which kind of fall in line of racism. But I didn't know how big they were to British people, because I feel like they were big in American culture because of the reality show. But
yeah, I definitely think it changed. Obviously, Ozzy Osbourne is like the legend, was from the band. He had like a kind of fame outside of that. But they kind of, because they were adopted, I guess, by the US, and like kids and everyone was raised there
loudly.
I don't feel that they feel like quintessentially British. Like they feel like American. Like their accents are like very strange. I just think that it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's funny because
for me, they seem more American than British.
Yeah, I hear about the wife and the daughter all the time. I never hear about him ananymore until his passing. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah,
I forgot about
him. A lot of like ailments and stuff, but then I liked his story in terms of that he was from the days of like rock and roll. It was like full excess, and it was like literally sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But then I think when you get into like the character of the person, I'm just thinking he wasn't from like stories and accounts like the most like PC person. So
Definitely
I don't know.
not.
It's like when someone dies who's like has like such a larger than life persona, but then their actions weren't really like there. It's like, where does the sympathy lie? Obviously there's sympathy in like loss, but then it's just kind of like, well,
do we care? Yeah. That's the best way of putting it. Speaking on British people, because I also wanted to bring up the Beckhams, are they like considered royalty to you guys? Like somewhat, and it's like I used royalty loosely because you guys actually do have like a whole royal palace, but like are they like considered like big? Because for us watching UK culture, it was like they were so huge in our eyes.
Yeah, I think,
and you play football, so I feel like that applies to you more than anything.
On a worldwide scale, I feel like naturally the Beckhams are known, or David Beckham. Well, you say the name Beckham. I actually made this point the other day. You can go around the world and say Beckham to somebody that doesn't speak the same language as you, and naturally they're gonna realize like what you're saying. Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's like the power of that, I think, is huge. More so, depending on how patriotic you are, I guess, about more so than the royal family.
And then what about Victoria? Because you work in the model field, so
but
is she still like?
I don't know, man. Let's be honest. Like, yeah, Victoria's cool.
I mean, obviously for me, the brand Beckham is huge.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, I'm here for it. I love the family. I think the fact that now all of the children are now in the public eye as well and doing things, and like
They have some
they've
good
started
looking
like
kids
a whole
too.
dynasty of like
They got
people
some
who
really
are
good
always
looking
gonna
kids
be in the public eye and like successful.
Yeah.
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 Kind of, I feel like there's a lot of stick that Brooklyn got, I think, for doing the whole Burberry photography thing back in the day.
It's that whole Nepo baby conversation.
What was that?
It was, so I don't know how long he was shooting from before that, but there was a moment where he shot a fragrance campaign for Burberry, and everyone was like, well, there's so many photographers, you know what I mean? Like, how is this guy?
They felt like he had a leg up because of who he was.
Of course.
And they let him shoot it.
Yeah.
I've got mixed feelings about the whole Nepo situation, because the reality is that's how you get by, isn't it? It's through who you know, no matter where you come from on the ladder. Do you know what I mean? Like, some parents have, some parents become very successful. Like, I think I've heard something about Shaq saying that he won't do X amount of things for his kids because they need to get it on their own and stuff. But naturally, he can't.
We talked about this on this show on another episode, and I find that in Black culture, a lot of Black parents want their children to work harder versus like in Caucasian families, they do utilize their contacts to put their kids on and stuff like that. And so of course, Shaq being one of them, and then damn, I want to say somebody else, but I probably shouldn't say his name given what's going on right now. But yeah, a lot of those they want their kids to like work for it. They're very much like, I made this.
Yeah.
You need to make your own.
They want them to build the character.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think it's a great thing.
I don't see anything wrong with it though, because we talked about it. There's a show on Bravo now called Next Gen NYC, and Candy Burroughs' daughter is on there, and Dame Dash's daughter. There's a few people's kids on there, but Candy Burroughs, being a Black woman from Atlanta, she talks about how much like she disagrees with that. Like she's like, just like Caucasian people do it, I want to do it for my daughter. So she's allowing her daughter to live in the penthouse that she is paying for, go to college, and she is covering it. And she's like, my daughter's going to get what I get. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to utilize my connections to help boost her up. And I do feel her. I don't see anything wrong with it. I do agree with making your kids work, but if you have the leg up, then why not? Like,
yeah, I agree. There's that whole thing where they say eat the rich, and I'm really like for that. But at the same time, I'm doing all this work so that my kids can be Nepo babies. Like, I'm totally with it. So it's kind of twofold as well.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself like a Nepo?
To a certain extent, definitely. You can't help the environment that you have. I think naturally the people that you've rubbed shoulders with growing up and stuff like that, like my network is decent. You know, I can make a lot of calls to a lot of places. Yeah. Places that I don't even know yet, because of territories I haven't even explored. But that is, I guess, a form of nepotism in itself. But I'm not going to be out here like, trying to overexpose myself to places. I don't know, especially because I feel like being British, we're a bit more reserved and conservative.
Are you guys? I just
I agree. Especially with you, because obviously like you have like a famous like dad or whatever, and like I even sometimes forget, and like because I don't feel like you lead with it, and I feel like a lot of people do lead with it.
Yeah.
Props, I guess.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's a funny one. I feel like it's cool. I don't know if my dad. Cool. Yeah, it's cool, but I appreciate my dad in ways that I guess like the world doesn't really see him.
Yeah, who's your dad?
He's a ex-football player.
Footballer. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm just finding out this right now too.
Oh, did you not know that? Well, that's the thing. It's like I because I even forget, and then I was like, wait a minute. So like, yeah, there is that. I think recognition and like his dad was like huge, so it's like a whole situation. But then, I guess if you aren't in the UK
out here, I'm like, out here, unless you're like a Beckham or like. Don't get me wrong. I feel like in more recent days, we are getting so much more familiar with football culture. Like if you look, football culture out here now is becoming such a bigger thing. And that's with Messi being brought over. even David came and played for us. I think he was playing for the Galaxy. And I remember when it happened, they made it like, I remember Will Smith and Jada went out there. Like, they were like all using their fame to bring, you know, like the culture over here. So it's definitely becoming a bigger thing. For me, it's still like, I don't really watch sports. So I'm just like.
But then also, I love how you're saying football and not soccer.
Yeah,
that's
true.
like a high five.
So I spend so much time with you guys going over there. Yeah. So I got accustomed to it. But for the longest, I was saying soccer.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, I feel like
because we have American football. That's why we say soccer, because it confuses it.
It's true. But you can always add the American in front. You know what I mean? No, going back to the point that you were making, I guess for me as well, it's like my dad didn't raise me with an priority and importance on finance. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and some people might look at that and be like, well, that's stupid, you know? But it's actually brought me to a place where I've grown up and not focused so much on those things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there is importance in different places.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? Like, expand on that.
So it's like people would encourage you to be in certain rooms or with certain people and build relationships on a certain basis. You know, like my dad's never really, I didn't see that through my dad. You know, he was he was extremely determined and driven, like tunnel vision, you know, like obsessed with what he was up to. And that meant like outside of, I guess, what he did for fun, which is DJing and stuff like that, art and like painting, he was just on his own wave. Yeah. You know?
Well, have you had that, like, growing up and even now, do you have that that expectation that, fuck, I need to make it, I need to make like money, I need to
live up to what he lived up to?
To be honest with you, again, it's like, it's more so, I don't think that it's always going to be him to a certain extent, but it's not necessarily his benchmark. You know what I'm saying? My dad had a public bankruptcy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not that he is out here swimming.
Bankruptcy, I don't know about in the UK, but bankruptcy does not mean that you're broke, though.
No.
That's a way to actually keep your money. I was about to say,
how many times have you been bankrupt?
Money without having to pay back what you owe.
Right.
So I don't know what it means for you guys out there, though. Like, yeah, because a lot of people confuse that with Toni Braxton when she went bankrupt and then she went on a whole show and bought a mansion, and a lot of people were like, "Well,
that's crazy.
How the hell are you buying a mansion if you went bankrupt?" And she actually broke it down on the show, because what I've learned out here is that you could put a lot of things under a business name and not actually under your name, and then that business will go bankrupt, but the money that's in your name is still your money.
Yeah,
tricky. So is that what your dad did?
Yeah, literally.
He's like, pretty much. Let's talk Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. You guys being black men, how did that affect you? Like, when it was happening, like, were you when he decided to pick her and all the shit was hitting the fan? Like, did you guys, like, first of all, are you guys like deep into the culture of your queen and stuff like that?
Personally, no.
Yes. Okay. And what about you?
No.
Well, I'm African, so like we like are super into the monarchy. We're like, like Princess Diana is like, she's still on people's walls. Like, some of my aunts and uncles like will have like pictures of Princess Diana.
Yeah,
it's like
I was gonna bring her up too, so I love that you already brought her up.
So perfect. It's like people like the monarchy, but I think it's changed so much. Yeah, and I think when the whole Meghan Markle thing happened, it really showed. The UK for like what it is,
their true colors.
It's like it's a very racist place. It's like there's no ifs or buts, but everything's very covert and it's like undercover. And I think with something like that, because when you really like peep it and when you go to like the thing, it's like, okay, what is it about this woman that you hate so much? And then there's all of these like different explanations, but really it just boils down to like her race.
Which is and she's American.
Because she's American, but then also it's like...
Yeah, that's massive, obviously.
But then at the same time, it's like black people were seeing it as a win for them. And I was like, this is the whitest black lady you can find. Right. It's like, it's not a win for you guys. It's like, yes, her mum has dreads, but like, I always remember in the wedding, like her mum was sitting by herself. It's like, where are her, like,
where's the rest of the family?
Where's the rest of the family? Where
the uncles?
You got one.
Exactly.
She got a plus one.
So I'm like, is it really progressive? Like,
You got a plus one to her own wedding.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's deep.
From out here when we were watching it, it was like a deep thing. But obviously I was like, oh, they got an American. You know, being that we're like light-skinned black boys, I get what you're saying, but then I'm also like, she's still black. You know, like that's, it is different because like you said, you are for African culture, like, but us being like, you know, we're like, we black.
Yeah, we're black, but then I don't necessarily think that she, I just don't think that she...
You didn't think that she was like...
To the table.
Yeah, but I don't think even she herself would call herself black. I don't know. And their kids are like ginger, God bless them, but it's like...
He got some strong genes. So now that they're like out of like the... What do you call that?
Royal
the
family.
Royal,
The royal family.
The royal court.
I guess the monarchy.
What do you think of them now though? Like in their celebrity day? Would you ever work with her? Because I feel like you work with so much talent. Like if she came to you to be a client, would you take them on?
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Because I like the fact that they're building this like brand and business, and it's kind of going through uncharted territory and stuff. And I think she's super interesting. I think she's very smart in the decisions that she's made. And
strong.
Yeah, I think she's very headstrong. And I think you can kind of see there's that determination between everything. So I think whatever she does is going to be some type of success. And I think she's aligned herself with the right type of people. So
it's funny because throughout this process with them, it made me like him more. I didn't really pay attention to him before until all of this. And so I like how much he stuck by his woman. 100%. And you went against your family, like a royal family is like
the royal family.
The royal family. And okay, so tell me this now, because you guys now have a king. How is that like weird to you, being that you had a queen your whole lives?
Yeah, I still sing "God Save the Queen."
Yeah.
I mean, God save the king. I don't know. But,
That's how much I follow.
And then how much like power do they have, or is it just like a traditional thing that you guys have a king and queen, like, or are they actually, do they have power is what I really mean?
No, they're just figureheads.
Okay, got you.
I think they're good for tourism, but it's like the whole idea of like the king and queen having power now is not okay. I like it. I'm still here for it. You know, I come up watching things like Game of Thrones and shit like that, so I like the whole, you know, king and queen situation. What were the Spice Girls to you guys growing up? Because I'm like bringing up all the British things. I'm like, well, damn.
I'm bringing up all the British things. Like, how big were they for you growing up?
I mean, I don't know. Personally,
you're gonna be like, yeah, no.
I mean, personally, yeah, they were big. You know, what I mean? It would probably be, I'd see them through David Beckham though.
So you only paid attention to them because of him. What about you?
I was obsessed. I literally remember the first time I saw the video and like their music video in like 1997. Like I have a clear, vivid memory of being in my room on my little like TV and seeing Wannabe and being like, wow, like I thought that they were like amazing. I loved everything about it.
Same. I remember when Spice World came out, I saw that shit twice. Like, it was so good to me.
What is that movie?
The movie. You never seen the Spice World movie?
Nah, maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I can't remember.
You need to get into it.
You're showing our ages now.
What do you think of there's a new group. I didn't know that they were British. I thought they were American. Flow, have you heard of them?
Yeah, I've actually worked with them on some brand partnerships, and I've seen them in LA, and I think they are so talented. They can really, 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 really sing. They can harmonize.
They can sing their ass off. Have you heard of them?
Yeah.
I didn't know that they were British girls. I knew, you couldn't have told me that they weren't American.
Well, their sound is American, and I think there's so much like of the music. Everyone's saying that they sound American, but really like as like Black British, like you are constantly like growing up listening to R&B and stuff. So I think for me, their sound is like genuine. And I've like been fortunate enough to like work with them and their team, and I think they are definitely like talented and going to do amazing things.
I didn't realize they'd worked on so many projects, to be fair.
Yeah, I thought they were fairly new too. They performed at the Palladium out here and packed out the place. I didn't get to go to it. And then when I seen it online, I was like, damn, like there's
a couple months ago.
Like that's crazy. Yeah, it was a few months ago.
Yeah, I was there. It was big because I was also there with Central C performed at the same
I went.
place.
You went?
Yeah.
I went there.
But then the crowd was nowhere near
like
busy
for
as it was
real.
before. Honestly, like they did amazing. They did.
We booked him at Sadiq right after that, and it was packed. Like
but Sadiq would have been packed. But I only knew 1 or 2 Central C songs. So I was like,
I feel like all of us only know like one, and we only know like 2 parts. How can I be homophobic?
I know.
Like that's really all I know. And then the one with Lil Baby.
But literally every time, it's like every time.
Stand that song with Lil Baby.
I reminded that I'm like from the UK, because every time somebody from the UK performs in LA, I feel like it's my duty to go and like, be there and go and see them.
Did you go to Cleo?
I missed her. I was away.
I don't even know who that is.
Cleo Soul?
You don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is. No, dead ass.
You need to listen to that.
What kind of music is it? You said soul, so I'm assuming R&B.
It's honestly, it's probably a bit like Snow Allegra. I think she's super like talented. She again sold out the Hollywood Bowl. She's
again like 2 months ago.
Yeah, Royal Albert Hall.
Put me on to something. Are you working with any musicians right now? Tell us about what you do first of all, because I remember when I first met you, you were working with a lot of models at the time, but then I started seeing you working with musicians as well. So break that down for us. Yeah,
so I started my career many years ago working in PR. I was working in fashion PR. I then transitioned to working with talent. I was working with a lot of models, and then I moved over to management. And so as part of the management company I was at, I was headed up their brand division, where we would do brand deals and endorsements across the roster. I was at the company, my previous company, for around 8 years. And then last year, I set up on my own, basically doing the same thing. So it's a hybrid of like management and also brand partnerships, but working in the entertainment space. So we have like models, musicians, actors, and like people.
Nice. Congrats. So, And so you got your own now.
I have my own.
Love that. Yes. Okay. Ownership.
Here he is.
And honestly, I think that's like the way to go. And I think, well, it depends what type of personality you have, because it is, there's so many things that are challenging about it. But then I think if you're ambitious enough, the payoff makes sense.
Yeah. I noticed, do you ever work with males though? Because I feel like I see a lot of heavy, you have like a lot of female, a huge female roster, but do you have male talent under your?
Yeah, we do have male talent.
Okay.
I think it depends. I think it's always like from starting in fashion and in the industry, it's the one industry where like females like overwhelmingly dominate and earn a lot more than males. Right. And then it's kind of continued.
I love to hear that. Females earn more than males.
Let's go.
It's true. But then also there's still like disparities when it comes between like races. So particularly a lot of the talent that I work with are like Black and ethnic minorities. Yeah. I think we do have like some white people, but then you do sometimes notice the difference
for sure.
in pay.
You know, I worked with the brand, so I knew what the white girls were getting and what they were offering.
Oh my God, remember that? Yes,
me and him had to work because he had clients that we were, and I'm gonna say, I mean, you guys probably already know, but whatever. But yeah, it was like definitely like discussions where I had to like break down stuff. But I within that company trumped for our Black people for sure.
Yeah, you did. But like, then also it's like awkward conversations when you hear that like somebody who maybe has less, who's like a lot less popular, I guess, in terms of like followers, audience reach. But then they're getting paid more than your talent, who happens to be like a Black woman. And you're just like, well, we kind of need to fix this and make it right. So I like how you handled it, but it was awkward conversation.
Yeah. Oh, man. So you play around in modeling as well. What was your experience in the modeling world? And are you still doing it?
Yeah, I still do it. I mean, obviously I've been doing it for a while. I don't find it fulfilling, to be fair. I think that everyone's experiences are different, but I don't feel like I've really had the most enjoyable career doing it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like that creative. I don't know. Fashion week and stuff like that, it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, when you work with actual creatives that are passionate about the clothing that they make, the materials that they're putting together, do you know what I'm saying? The vision, all of this stuff. And I'm like, sometimes when you get on set and people start telling you about visions and stuff, you're like, oh my gosh, this person actually cares. You know?
I'm so the opposite. I'm like, that all sounds great. How much are you paying me?
Right. No, but that's what
all I care about.
But this is the thing. That's what it's full of. And you know what?
Yeah.
Like, I've got, with my look, I feel like I've been pushed in such a commercial way where it's like I do work with high street. So for me, there isn't much of that passion behind anything creative from people like you.
Yeah.
So, you know, photographers, designers, I mean, yeah, anyone in these companies, execs, stylists, anyone, you know, there's no feeling there. So
I find that so interesting. I think that's the main thing I've noticed, because I've worked with female models and male models, and I think female models, it's something where like everyone wants to be a model, and I think for male models there's still a bit of like is it like embarrassment almost? It's like they don't fully embrace it. Like like some of my like female clients, they would like do a job like for the look and the positioning, if it's like the right
to
brand,
build.
whereas like what some of the male models is like, well, how much is it paying? It's just literally a paycheck for them. And I don't know if that's the whole like psychology between like,
you know what's crazy is, so early on when we started working with male models for one of the other brands I was working with, we were getting a lot of the male models from ASOS, and at the time a lot of them wouldn't jump ship from ASOS to come work with us. Because I guess ASOS was like one of the top booking them and paying well, I heard.
ASOS was like 1K a day
more,
like to start with.
So it took like, one male model to jump ship, Daniel Bamdab, shout out to Daniel Bamdad,
Daniel.
To where he did it, and then the rest started to follow. And then I heard that ASOS then switched up their program and started paying all of them way less than what they were paying.
They had tears.
But even trying to get him, when I was trying to get him on board, he was very particular about who he worked with, who he wanted to shoot. He cared more about the look back then. I think once we started offering the right numbers, it was like, all right, fuck that, I want the money, you know? But he was very particular about like the type of stuff that he was shooting. And I think so many people that worked with him had respected him so much, guys, that they started coming over too, because they were like, well, if he's doing it and he's so damn particular, then why not? But I feel like somebody like Alton, I feel like he does a lot of stuff for like what the look is outside of just, you know, I feel like he takes it there.
But I feel like this is the thing. See, I was referring to my career. I've never been that model. Do you know what I'm saying? That's like, oh my God, I've got an exclusive with with CK. Do you know what I'm saying? I've never been that guy. When you're on the level of like Alton or, you know, Babacar, shout out to Babacar, these guys can't just say yes to the money, because the reality is they have this career that won't allow them to bend.
I was going to say, because I cross paths with a lot of these guys, and not the ones that I just mentioned, but I do see like the female models do come off very wealthy in real life, and the guy models don't seem like they're as rich. I will say that. So it does seem like they do be taking some jobs just for the look and not necessarily the pay.
Of course. But then again, you also got aside from the fact that women do get paid more, you've also got the other things that come with it. You know, women, the jobs are more frequent. The lifestyle's different. If you're a model, clients will fly you out. Revolve doing these holidays. How many guys you see on those holidays?
I mean, does Revolve sell men's clothing though?
Revolve.
They do.
Do you know what I'm saying? When you're gonna see,
there's the face of it.
They're not doing like, they're not doing, you know, these getaways for men, because they know it's going to turn into a shit show. That's why. Do you know what I'm saying? But the women, they're out here every week. Revolve's throwing. I feel like Revolve do a holiday every 2 weeks.
Those trips are interesting though, because it's like a lot of times, obviously, because I work with like a lot of influencers and talent. And I say that different because there is a difference, as you know. a lot of these bitches don't get along. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it be looking pretty and they're cute and all, but they don't always get along. A lot of times they're just in the same room. I think that the trip that they're on now was specifically picked to people that are friends.
Close, yeah.
So they actually get along. But for the ones in the past, like, it looks pretty, but yeah, a lot of these girls get the look and they're just on their phones the whole time, not really rocking with each other.
So just to tie that back into, the point about me not having so much of an enjoyable experience in this creative field.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't care whether you get on or not. Does it look good? Cool.
Right.
That's what we want.
I feel like you would be good on reality television.
Do you reckon?
You give me like a Love Island boy.
Well, have you not been approached by them? Because I heard they'd be reaching out to you.
I feel like you would be good on Love Island.
I've had some meetings. But
would you do it?
I'm not that character. Do you know what I'm saying?
I feel like you wouldn't have to be. I feel like you could just be yourself.
Nah.
You feel like you have... Okay, because I was going to bring up Love Island anyways, and being that it was a UK show first, and now it's like a huge US phenomenon. Like,
haven't they got the Australian one as well? Or is that Love at First Sight?
I didn't know that there was an Australian one.
I feel like there's so many.
Yeah. Sorry.
Did you guys watch it when it was just UK based?
I don't watch any of that stuff.
You don't watch any of them?
But I had seen one clip in the past. Let's talk about it. It was how many sex positions can you get this person in like 60 seconds? And for me, that was like, that would never be me. I'm never being put in that position. I'm sorry. I just can't. Like, I feel
like you overthink it too much. Because, we worked with a lot of people from Love Island, Molly May being one of them.
Yeah, of course. She was one of your first.
I never watched Love Island. Still to this day, I still haven't watched it. But what I heard was that she didn't even win the show, but she ended up becoming like one of the fan favorites.
The highest.
The top, like, and she's probably like one of the highest paid people when it comes to like commercial deals.
Yeah,
I know
which blows my mind.
Like a fortune.
Yeah, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, it's kind of like, this is where I guess the nepotism question ties into this as well. It's like, what would I rather have, that fortune or kind of be happy with who I am? Do you know what I'm saying? And like, I don't want to be putting someone in 60.
You don't want fame.
No, I'd rather not.
Yeah.
I
think that any of us that work in the industry, it's like, we could do without the fame, but we also know the money that comes with it. Yeah. So it's like, I want the money, but I do understand that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like people in my business.
Yeah,
but I also am in this business. So it's like, whatever. Like,
I mean, anyway.
We know how to navigate it and play it. You know?
Yeah, but that, for me personally, I enjoy the behind the scenes because I feel like you get a bit of both at the same time.
Yes, because I feel like you still get posted and tagged by a lot of your clients. So then when people see you, they still give you somewhat of, a highlight. So I feel like, and even in dating, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we're not dumb. Like, we know who's coming after us to be closer to. And, like, speaking of dating, what's the difference between dating out here and dating in the UK for you guys?
What's the difference? I feel like, I don't know, naturally people...
Like, is it better or is it worse?
I think it's... I don't know. Personally, like, I connect more with English. Not English, I take that back. But like the European people that have grown up with that kind of multicultural thing,
What about you?
Yeah, I think it's so important. I feel like even though I've been living here for 4 years, I think my core group of people are like Europeans because I think there's a type of sensibility that I don't think that Americans generally have.
Or well-traveled.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
So,
we're not leaving you out.
But I think the difference. I think the difference is I think it's so much easier to date in the UK than it is in LA. I think LA is probably one of the hardest places to date.
I felt like in the UK it was easier to date because of your weather, though.
Oh, what, to snuggle up?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
You guys have like a lot of rainy weather in comparison to us. So I feel like it's easy to be in the house with someone than not to be. You know what I'm saying? If it was sunny like how it is out here, then I feel like you would just be outside and having so many options. But because it is snuggle up weather, it's like I might as well do it with somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. I definitely do.
I feel like in LA people feel like they have too much options.
Okay, but take LA out of it because you spend a lot of time in New York as well.
Oh yeah,
and New
Yorkers
worse. Are a little really.
What?
I think
like
New Yorkers
were like way more direct.
I don't know But culturally, like with all that diversity that you've got in New York in comparison to LA, I would imagine that to be like, what's going on tomorrow? Yeah, boy.
Yeah, but then,
you know what I'm saying?
but
you're good, but what's going on tomorrow?
what's that thing where people date to like homosexuals? I feel like that's in New York a lot. Like people will be dating and then like moving in with each other because it's like,
Oh, they need somewhere to live.
New York is so expensive. Everyone needs some place to live.
God,
It's very
yeah.
transactional. I'm like,
Fair enough.
I feel like I'm better. I have better luck dating in New York than I do in LA. I don't think people in LA are serious at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just on the connections thing, you know, I feel like
Yeah, you can.
you connect, you genuinely connect. You know, it's like, I don't know. Here it seems transactional.
Since you've been here
online.
for this summer, you haven't met anybody that you're like, maybe.
Why are you hotting him?
I'm just curious, you know?
Have I met anybody that I feel like, yeah, I mean, the thing is with me is like,
I met a lot of people.
I don't really have like,
Meanwhile, he's in a full-blown
you
relationship.
know what I'm saying? Took my wedding ring off on the way in.
Let me know. Let me know something
You
I didn't
know.
know.
Took my wedding ring off. Nah, I mean, I feel like, yeah, I like to spend time. I don't like to rush things.
Yeah.
So if something's going fast, then I don't know. Maybe it's a great thing, but I don't experience that
All right.
like that.
Well, good luck in the dating. Let's talk some topics, guys. And you guys are going to put your headphones on for these clips. This week, former NBA player Swaggy P was asked for $100 million. Would you kiss a man on camera? And this was his response.
$100 million, are you kissing a dude on camera?
Hell no, who does that type of shit?
He said he doing it. 10 seconds, you wouldn't?
No.
10 seconds? I'm fucking this nigga.
That's fucking
Yo, when I see this, I was rolling because I always, so for $100 million, would you kiss a guy on camera?
100 million, you know. Am I looking at the cash?
But then also, is this
Naturally.
after tax, before tax? 'Cause
$100
these are
million is
questions
$100
that-
million. I don't care if it's before or after. His response, I actually thought was a great response because bitch, I'll be fucking him too. Like, yeah, $100 million.
quality.
Say less. And these are like extreme heterosexual men. So I thought his response was so funny, but it went like super viral. But I was curious. I was like, that's always a good question. Like, would you do it?
I mean, it's 100 million.
Yeah.
I mean, who would say no, honestly?
You know, there's some guys that are like, I would never.
Yeah, but those are the ones
Terrence Howard.
to watch out.
He said that he couldn't play
Who's
the
Terrence
role
Howard?
of the actor. You kind of look like him actually. He's like green eyes, like
Oh, is he the one that was on like Hustle and Flow?
yes.
That's it.
So he had got offered to play the role of Marvin Gaye, but turned it down because he said he couldn't kiss a man on camera. Because he said he couldn't fake it. I was like, oh.
I don't know. I
It
just
has
feel
to
like
be real.
if you're an actor, you kind of
We
That's what
had
you're
this
paid to
discussion,
do.
and there were 3 actors that were on here that all disagreed with it. They were like,
Disagree with
if
him?
somebody told you to be a crackhead on camera, are you going to become a crackhead in real life?
I hear it.
And I was just like, yeah, it was, I think, yeah. I don't know. It's crazy out here. Former band, making the band, Danny Kane member Aubrey O'Day, took out her fillers and went back to her original face. Do you know Aubrey?
I don't.
Okay. You know who that is?
I know who
Danny
she is,
Kane.
of
Do you know who
course.
she is?
I'm not sure.
So there was a show called Making the Band on MTV
Yeah,
back in the
of course.
days, and then Danny Kane was transferred from it. She was one of the lead members, but she had gotten all this work done on her face, and recently she had got the fillers and stuff taken out, and this is the clip of what she talked about and what she looks like now.
I got lip fillers that were like invading my
Look
face,
at her.
and I thought they really looked good until they took them away, and I got to see that I was tripping. Good God, I'm so happy those lips are off my face. When I see photos with the lip injections, I'm disgusted. I thought I was killing
can
it,
see
and I
there's a
was
lot of
not
contour in
ever.
there.
It's
was I
such a
killing it with those
difference,
big,
though.
giant- when people would say
'Cause
"Duck
she
with
did
lips,"
start
it's like
looking
they're-
like Miss
they're just
Piggy a little
jealous.
bit.
Oh no, they were trying to
Yeah,
tell
no.
me. Some people are haters. Some people really are trying to guide you better. And I was looking in the mirror, and I thought it looked good. You know, so many girls in LA have big fat lips that are done by doctors that just give it to you for free. The doctor kept having me come in and kept me doing it for free, and I just was keeping up with the Joneses, but I didn't realize it was taking over my face. I didn't even look young. You really can look much younger if you get rid of that stuff.
It's crazy. DJ, are you into girls that have like
No.
lip fillers and stuff?
Nah,
No?
not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Like if I it would actually, I'm not going to say that I would never be with somebody with it, because nowadays, I'll be honest, you don't even know who has and who hasn't.
Yeah.
But obviously, I don't know. Yeah.
Not the BBLs.
Nah, man, none of that. I'd rather
And
someone.
then you working with like the talent, especially like as we start getting older, how does that work actually in the modeling field? Like, are they supposed to just keep natural faces, or like are they able to get like the
it's a trend
touch-ups?
It's a trend. When you think about it, it's a trend, right? So
I feel like black girls don't do it as much as white girls do, to be honest. I know that they do it, but they don't do it
not
as much. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
And I don't know much about fillers. I know Botox is definitely.
Botox is, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's doing that, but I feel like the fillers are like, I don't know.
It depends. I feel like it's such a trend. So in the UK, they were like, when I was in the festivals and seeing some girls with BBLs, I was like, it seems so odd to see like girls with BBLs in
the UK.
'Cause it's like, what are you doing? Whereas like in LA, it's like common. It's like, you know, everyone's like an Insta baddie. It makes sense. But for me, it was just like seeing so much of it. I was like, oh wow. But then everything's trend led. So it's like there was that time where everything was more and more and more. And I think like, shouts to people like Lindsay Lohan, everything's kind of being more subtle.
I was gonna bring her up.
I think that's the trend. It's just trend.
Lindsay, I feel like she has like her original face back, as does Christina Aguilera. Like they clearly got work done. It's like heavy plastic surgery, but it was like they look like their younger selves versus like these.
But yeah, I know, and I think that's, I guess, a great thing, but I can't help but consider the fact that they've actually paid probably
to get all this stuff done.
No, but again, be put back to a certain place. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it would have been nice if they didn't do the first step originally.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I think you're probably a lot in denial about.
I was about to say everybody can't look like you, DJ. Like I feel like a lot of people aren't comfortable with how they looked. Yeah.
And it's the fact that now the work is subtle, but there's still work. I think the vast majority of people have done work, and I think it's just about finding the right person that can do it, that can make it subtle and look like you've had a holiday.
I've seen a case where an Asian man, I don't know what if he was like Japanese or Chinese or whatever, but his wife, he was like some heavy billionaire. His wife had gotten all this plastic surgery and then bagged him, and they had kids, and he felt like his kids came out unattractive, and then found out that she had a whole new face and ended up divorcing her and suing her, and he won the lawsuit because of the fact that she kind of catfished him. I think that gets a little tricky, because it's just like you do get with a person and then your kids come out looking like, what the hell? That's where I'm like, I could draw the line there, because it's like, this ain't you. Oh, look, this is
yes.
I mean, he was already rich as hell, but yeah, he still won $120,000 from her. Yeah. I
don't know. I normally I think ugly people and attractive people can make really.
Oh, I've always said that.
So I think it's.
I feel like ugly people be winning, especially in the guy community. Like
I like to look at
sometimes the little ugly guys are like.
I like to look at someone's mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna like in?
They really people really do resemble their moms. It's actually quite crazy.
I used to see a lot of guys that I went to high school with, like the finer guys, had unattractive parents. But they were fine as hell. But see, both of my parents are like super attractive, so I feel like two cute people could still.
Yeah, I think there's no science behind it, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the science is, but I've definitely seen like unattractive people. I gotta show you a picture of my parents.
I've seen your parents, and like R.I.P. to your dad. He was.
Thank you. Look, this is my parents' wedding photo.
Oh wow.
I asked my mom back then, I'm like, what did you see in my dad? Because they're so opposite. My mom's so by the book and my dad's so against the book. Like he was like,
I'm talking about
an illegal tender. It's but
this is it. This
like
is it.
In and out of jail. My mom is like got every degree in the book. Like you know.
Wait, what signs are they?
They're both cancers, which is even crazier. They're both cancers. He's a July Cancer. She's a June Cancer. When I asked her, I was like, what did you see in him? Because I'm so confused. She was like, he was so beautiful. Like that literally was like her. She was like, your dad was so fine. And so.
See, I like people saying that looks are very valid.
Don't get me wrong. My dad was like a very kind guy. He was a sweet guy. But yeah, it was definitely like, she was like.
I love the opposite thing. Like, you know, people
you like
that
ugly
go
girls?
into, huh?
You like ugly girls?
with beautiful hearts. With beautiful hearts.
Yeah.
No, opposites do attract, and I think that's really what keeps things moving.
Yeah.
You know, when you have these boxes that you need ticking, and you look for these specific traits in somebody, I swear.
I always tell people that opposites attract. I feel like out here, again, going on the LA dating scene, it's just like nobody's looking at that. They're just looking for who looks aesthetically pleasing to their style.
Yeah, when I realized that, I feel like I tick that box for certain people that I could be potentially interested in.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's a turn off.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. He's like, oh yeah, he looks good, he'll do. Like, that's cool, but there's
I
actually
think I
more
hear
to
people want somebody, and then when they focus in on somebody, like they want them, but then that person is like, I might could do a little bit better. So it's like this it's like this ongoing thing of like the person you want don't want you.
They can do
it's like they kind of want you, but they're also like, but I feel like I could do it just a little bit better. Like, and that's what the problem is. It's like this ongoing cycle of like the same shit.
I think for me, personality wise, I can be like quite laid back and reserved. So I tend to, I like people who are outgoing.
Yeah.
Or like the yappers.
Right?
Yeah.
Because two of us makes it a boring situation.
We're just like quiet in situations.
That's
until we
it.
turn up.
Let's play a game, wrong or fair game. This lady tells a story about her going on a date, and her date was charged an additional Coca-Cola. The man asked for it to be taken off of the bill, and she took to her Instagram to ask if this was a red flag or not.
Story time. So I went on a date with this guy, y'all, and the waitress brings the bill. He looks at the bill, and I'm not opposed to anybody looking at a bill because, you know, waitresses do be charging you for shit that you didn't order. However, she charged us for 3 Coca-Colas with lemon, and I only ordered 2. So he was like, well, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait until she comes so she can take this off the bill. And I'm just like, well, I'm not going to sit here and wait while you wait for $2.99 because people make mistakes. You know, waitresses be busy and the restaurant was busy. So I'm like, it's not like she charged us for an extra bottle. She charged us for a extra Coca-Cola. So I put the $3 on the table. He got upset. His energy shifted. So when I seen his energy shift, mine kind of shifted, and I left the restaurant. When I got in my car, I drove home. Yes, I drove home because I drove to the restaurant because I don't like riding in the car in the city with men because they be having ops, they be having beef, they be having women in situations, and I ain't trying to be in that.
That's the biggest red flag.
Right.
So anyway, I got in my car, I left. He called me. He was like, you know, that was rude for you to leave the restaurant. I told you I was just gonna wait. Da 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 da. I was like, baby, if you're tripping for $2.99, it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. I don't feel like you could talk big money shit and, you know, say you got this, you got that, and then you're tripping about $2.99. Now, y'all tell me if I'm wrong, because I know I could be wrong.
All right, we'll stop it there.
I'm not opposed to you.
Yeah.
This is a clear example of why dating doesn't work anymore.
I think the circumstance, do you know what I'm saying? I feel like if she's in a rush and she needs to go, I might just say, cool, just pay it.
Okay, but and so I left a comment on her page, and I did say, I think the issue is he wasn't the issue. I think the red flag is you're an impatient person. Because if I was charged for an extra drink, I would want it taken off the bill.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? Especially if it's just two
and
of
you
us.
want a tip on top of that as well?
Exactly.
Come on now.
Well, that's it. I think it's like the principle, and like normally when I go for dinner and I'm on a date or whatever and I'm paying for the bill, I won't even look at the bill and I just put my card in. But then, I mean, I think it's smart to look at the bill.
Nowadays, especially nowadays.
I don't think it necessarily says something about you to like try and be like, to look at the bill, because you never know what could be on it. I feel like now it's like, I don't think a lot of people are trying to date. I think they're trying to have stories to tell on social media or to share with people, because it's like, to me, it shouldn't have been an issue. So yeah, I don't know.
She had so much confidence in telling this story just to ask, like, am I wrong for this? And it's like, yeah, you're wrong for even telling this story. One, two, you put the money down, but then she said the red flag is he always talks this big money shit, but you're worried about $3. And it's like, no, it's the fact that I was charged for something that I didn't receive.
Right.
Yeah. It's a principle for sure.
Yeah.
But then I wish I like actually looked at the bill in restaurants, because you never know what people could be putting on. But
You definitely should be looking at the bill. Then.
Nowadays, I look. Before, I used to be like you, where I didn't look before, but now they be having like these random charges.
But this is what I'm saying. It's
so
like,
that's why I look
imagine
now.
we just sat down now and we just had some food and then we all put our card in.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we're all charged the amount of the whole bill.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't know.
And a lot of places are now adding the tip. So then it's just like, and then you're leaving a tip not knowing that it was already added in. So yeah, I'm definitely like, I check my bills now. For sure. Even when I'm at the grocery store now, I'm like, did you double ring that shit? 100%. I didn't do that before.
Oh, wow.
I was too busy putting in my little,
I used to be doing
my
that.
points. You know, you get your little points with the club cards. I'd be too busy looking at that, trying to wait for it to go down, that I'm not realizing that they're scanning it twice. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely felt like she was the problem.
Definitely, you know, getting double charged for coffees. That's $10 that turns into 20. You know, double scanning your items in the grocery. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's it. You should be checking. You should be observant. Really.
Yeah, no.
I've been told that I'm somewhat of an impatient person in dating, and so that's why when I seen this, I had told her, I was like, I think you're impatient. I even said, I was
see
like,
it in yourself?
I wrote it. I wrote to her too, and I was like, I've been told that I'm impatient. It's something that I'm working on as well. But in that case, I wouldn't have been impatient. I would be like, yo, sir, take this off
right now.
Like, yeah. And her thing was like, oh, I don't know, the server was busy. Huh?
She's really just trying to do this whole like money.
You didn't like him. You didn't need to put this story in there. Yeah.
You just wanted to be like, you claim you got
it was
money.
the I don't ride with guys to the city because they might have other girlfriends. What kind of men are you in after, girl? Like,
there you go. And that was enough, really and truly.
Lately, I've been trying to say men instead of the word NIGGA because I feel like I'm manifesting that versus what I want.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to switch it up. Men.
Yeah.
Wrong or fair game. Let's talk white chicks. Alabama Barker and Bad Baby are still going at it. Alabama talks about where a streamer was trying to set her up to fight on live for money off of her back. And this is the clip.
That face down there, who's that guy? I recognize him.
Plaque Boy something. He's a streamer.
No, she's not here. All right, that's cool. But she's not here. I don't know what's wrong with her.
Scroll over to the other one where she was speaking now. Right here.
And I don't want to be on live stream if I'm going to fight somebody. If I'm going to fight somebody, we're going to fight one-on-one when I see you. Not because I'm getting set up by a production team and Pac Boy Max's people. And so I called them and I just said, hey, I'm going to leave because I don't want to put myself in this predicament. If it was a fight set up and they were paying me to fight her, they paid me to fight her. Like, and I think I'm too pretty to fight. Anyway.
Let's stop it there. If you don't know who they are?
No.
So Bad Baby.
Is that people sending her money at the bottom?
Is that what it is? With live streaming? Yeah. Damn, I gotta get on that shit. Cause I need some money just to be talking about how pretty I am. Okay. Alabama Barker is Travis Barker's daughter. Also Kourtney Kardashian's now stepdaughter. Yeah. And then Bad Baby became famous from being on Dr. Phil back in the days, and she was that Catch Me Outside. How about that girl? Yeah. She's very problematic. She always has been, but she does have a huge following that's made her a lucrative career. Anyways, they have a beef now. I love that it's like white girls and not black girls for once. Like, you know, like this is such a usually black girl thing. But now that the streaming is like a thing, pretty much the guy, what she was saying was that she was supposed to go over there to stream with him and he was trying to set her up by having the other girl there, and then they were going to fight, and then pretty much he would have made money off of it because it was on a live stream, and she caught wind of it.
Shady. Wow.
It's so shady, but I did feel her though. She was like, I'm not about to go over there so you can make money off of me fighting. And she was like, I don't want to fight her. She's like, and I'm just too pretty to be fighting. Like, actions like that.
Yeah, no, there's nothing right about that.
It's so funny to see shit like this because she's technically a Kardashian now.
But then also, like, both of them are so, like, privileged and stuff. I just can't take it seriously. Honestly, it just seems like...
I think that Alabama is privileged. I think that Bad Baby, she has a lot of money, but she comes from such a troubled background. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, so she's really in her element offering up her
because even this fight is over a guy. It's over her baby daddy, who apparently was messing with Alabama. Mind you, I think is she even 21?
I don't know.
Like this girl is like a child.
I think
still.
they're both super young.
They're so young. But it's like the bigger problem is like it's him. Like, why are you guys even fighting over a guy that clearly is like, you know,
the plaque guy?
Nah, he was just the streamer.
Oh.
Yeah, he was just a streamer trying to make some money off of them.
The whole streaming world, no.
It's so, I don't. Do you understand? Do you work with any streamers?
No, but they're what the current generation like are into, and I think they're the new like.
Will any of your clients go on streams?
Yep.
Yeah.
We've got a streamathon happening in September
nice.
with Kai's night that some of my clients are going.
Yeah.
On, so yes.
We like Kai here. We like Kai. That's what's up. On this show, we like to know what you guys are watching. It could be reality, movies, or even just television. I know you say you don't watch TV, but what are you watching? Sports?
That's quality. No, I don't even watch sport really, to be honest. I feel like I just like to rewatch things.
Yeah, no, I do that all the time. So what are you rewatching?
I actually really like this show called Midnight Gospel on Netflix.
What is that?
It's made by I think it's a psychologist, something like that.
Uh-huh.
But it's made to emulate kind of a trip. And I don't know if it's an acid trip or something, but...
Oh, it's about drugs.
It's not about drugs. The topic of conversation is different every episode. There's one series, but one is like, speaks about death. And these are characters, so he speaks with death. You know,
is it like a series or is it like more of a documentary style?
It's a series, but the episodes aren't interlinked.
Okay.
The characters are though. So this one guy has it sounds, if you didn't watch it, you could listen to it.
Okay.
It's a podcast.
Got you.
But visually, like it tells you basically like a whole nother story.
Yeah.
Like there's so much going on at once.
Right.
And I really enjoy it.
And it's called what again?
Midnight Gospel.
Midnight Gospel. I'll check it out. What are you watching?
Really enjoy it.
I'm not really watching that many things, if I'm
Yeah.
honest. I've just started this book called 100 Years of Solitude. I prefer reading a lot more.
That.
And I just finished this book
You're like the first person to come on here and say that. I love that.
Honestly, it's like, I think because like being in like entertainment, I feel like sometimes I can get brain rot, and sometimes it feels so like vacuous, like some of what we're doing and stuff. And like, I feel really privileged to be in it, but sometimes I'm like, I feel like I should be doing something a little bit like more. So as a kind of
balance.
Result of that, I just have started getting more and more into reading. So I've like currently just started this book, and I just can't wait to finish it. Basically.
Nice. That's what's up.
Amazing.
Yeah, I like that.
I like reading too.
But then also I feel like I'm chronically online. So it's like, say, even though I haven't like looked at Love Island, I still kind of understand the discourse and the narrative.
That's how I feel. I haven't watched it, but I feel like I'm so in it. Everybody that has come on here is literally like Love Island, Love Island, Love Island. I'm like, damn. Yeah. So a part of me is like, do I go back and watch it? But then I feel like we have so many blogs that you get all the clips.
But that's it.
That kind of give you like already. The clip note version of the show already. So you're already like kind of like, all right, I'm caught up.
I can't actually stand, what do they call it?
What?
Reality TV.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. I've had a couple features or one or two features myself, but I actually can't stand reality TV show because like it I feel like it's like cancer to our minds, to be honest with you. No one wants to be in a Love Island situation.
I don't mind. I don't like a lot of reality, but I do like reality TV, if that makes sense. I'm not a fan of most of the shows, but like back in the days,
I know
like
you
Real
love a
World,
housewife.
I love a good housewife episode. You know,
that is the like I couldn't really. When I first originally saw the housewife shows, I thought to myself, this is actually a whole nother level. These women are grown, and they're talking like gossip.
You know what it is? It's like I think with Housewives, what I like is that you get so many different lifestyles. Because you have Atlanta, which is primarily black. You get what I'm saying? And then you have Beverly Hills. And the first season of Beverly Hills, did you ever see Beverly Hills Housewives?
I haven't watched any.
So the first season of Beverly Hills Housewives, the women acted exactly how you would expect women from Beverly Hills to act.
So there was that.
It was
appeal.
very like that class, like certain words you couldn't use, like if one character come on, because you know in Caucasian culture you use the word it's like
Caucasian
the end of the
culture.
world, you know, like, and
Not
it's
in
like,
the UK, by the way.
for some reason on that show, like it was like, like you could call
They're
it
American
a bitch,
though, right?
you could say all the lowest of the low, but you
Yeah.
used that word. It was like, I can't believe you just said that. Like, and so it was like the first season you saw, and it had like people like Kelsey Grammer's wife was on there, you know, and they were still married at the time. And you saw the way that she acted like this rich white woman, who was pretty bored, but like, it was like she lived a really rich, boring life. Like, but the moment that he divorced her, you saw this fun spurt come out of her. You saw this real side. And as the seasons progressed, you realize how normal they became. They went from, in Beverly Hills, you have to act like this and you have to do this and we don't do that. And then now it's like, now they're on the same level playing field because of this show, you know? So it's like, it kind of brought them down to reality. And now they're just saying cunt every 5 minutes now. You know, it went from don't say this at all to now they're wearing t-shirts saying it, you know?
I think I'm so anti like reality because for me, it's so clear that the majority of the people on there are doing it to try and be famous. Whereas like I prefer famous people because they're talented. And I think that's where the disconnect sometimes I draw from it, because I'm like, well, you're just doing this and everything is trying to portray this certain like lifestyle or stuff so you can just get fame, but then what's behind the fame? I just can't like reconcile.
I feel like sometimes you get both though, because sometimes you'll get people that are like very raw and real, and those are usually the people that go further with it. You know what I'm saying? And then you do get famous people, because the Beverly Hills, a lot of them were already like I said, Kelsey Grammer's wife was on it and he was on it. And then Kyle Richards and her sister were originally from Little House of the Prairie. They were the lead actors on that show. Denise Richards, actress. You get what I'm saying? Like they have known faces on specific ones. Even with Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, it was like all known musicians, you know? So it's like you do get some of the famous, and then you get people that just have like a rich lifestyle. Even like the Hadids, like Bella and Gigi, I feel like their careers took off because of Housewives, not because they were just these big models at first. Their mom was on the show. Their dad also was on the show. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like their careers took off more because of that. I
don't know. Sometimes it hinders when it comes to things.
Really? Like it's funny because like Gigi was already modeling when the show started. And it even showed, because she was still in high school at the time, but even showed how much she didn't care about modeling. Like she wanted to go play volleyball, you know? But her shit was taking off. Now Bella, who wasn't modeling at all, it showed how Gigi was like helping her get her book together. The girl then got a DUI on camera, like all kind of stuff. But then her shit just like right past her sister, you know? And then even, what's her, Lisa Rinna's kids. Do you know them? Same thing. I think her watching Bella and Gigi was like, oh, let me get my daughters on this too. And then that's when she got her daughters into the, but then it's like, you do get the real side, because one of her kids has bulimia, you know, and she's very open about it, you know, on camera, which I thought was cool that they talk about, like, you know, they're not just giving like,
I get it,
perfect lifestyle all the time.
I hear
you
it.
know?
I definitely hear it.
Yeah.
And going back to what you said about, you know, having talent and fame, or having talent and then kind of, I guess, showing a sign of vulnerability, I guess, going on these kind of shows. I don't know if I agree with that, because, you know, when you talk about like the Spice Girls and David Beckham back in the day, you know, Michael Jackson, for example, you can't just put a camera in Michael Jackson's house.
Right.
Are you crazy?
Oh, for sure.
Like, no, there's a reason why we hold him on. There's a reason why people are fainting at his shows.
Yeah.
No one's going to Justin Bieber right now and fainting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is stardom.
We are a very overly exposed.
Right.
Yeah,
There's
we're
no
a very
mystique.
overly exposed culture now. Yeah.
You know, there's no mystique.
Yeah, but then also it's old school now. I think our celebrities and talent have like shifted so much. And when people talk about there's no real superstars of this generation, it's like, well, because everything's changed now, and everybody wants you to be completely like open and vulnerable, whereas like for me, I want my superstars to be like
quiet,
100%
up there on the pedestal, and me not knowing like, and
what you're thinking,
not going back and forth on like Twitter arguing with
right
what gets under your skin.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. Yeah,
we don't need to know. Stubbed your toe, that's why I didn't perform. No, shut up. Get out there. Do you know what I'm saying? Be in pain. That's what you're paid for. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry, but
we'll see where the world takes us next. So what's next for you guys? What's next for the summer? What's next for your careers? Like, what's next?
Design. I'm working on a brand, designing some garms, and yeah, excited to put that into production.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Good luck with everything.
Come on, son.
What's next, Manny?
A lot. So I'm like a year and a half into my business. So it's just about expansion, more work. It's like August is like a nice little, gonna be like a quieter period. And then September we like start back again
Hit
with
the ground
Fashion
running.
Week and all of that good stuff and like more work.
I love that. Congrats on everything with both of you guys. I want to thank both of you guys for being here today. Shout out to my UK boys for being in the building.
Hey,
and yeah, come back anytime. I actually enjoyed this conversation. I feel like you guys gave a lot of insight and stuff. So, and then let's keep this summer going. For you guys at home that want to be a part of the conversation, please leave comments, share, follow my boys here, Manny UK and British DJ. This is What's Next with Jay Ryan. I want to thank you guys.
Crazy. Lately I feel like escaping. I get so